Hello everyone, welcome to another pick a card reading. In today's reading, we will talk about what is your life purpose. So as you can see, we have four groups, group number 1, 2, 3 and 4. To select your group, you can simply ask yourself which one of these groups has my answer or which one of these groups resonate with me. You can meditate on the cards and pick a card intuitively. Once you select your group, you can check the time stamp and enjoy your reading. Hi group number 1, so this is a reading. Let's try to find out what your life purpose is. So the first card that you have is 4th house, Roots. So as you know, astrologically, the 4th house signifies home, your birthplace, your country, your motherland, your comfort, your childhood, and your life centers around your birthplace, your homeland. Probably you are in a profession or a career where you have to protect your birthplace or your city or the place that you were born in. It could be that you are protecting something of your family, the roots. 4th house is all about your roots, our origin, our point of origin, our beginning of life. So ask yourself, what is it about your 4th house, about your family, about your country that can be the main purpose of your life? And let's try to figure that out from the other cards. We have part of fortune increase. That means the fortune that you have from your 4th house. Probably your country is quite abundant in particular resources. You import that and you become rich, or probably import as in process and export it or market it or sell it somehow, and you become rich by that. Or probably something from your family, like your properties, like probably your family has a business that's been running on from generations, and right now you are taking care of that. I see there's something from your 4th house, your family, about your roots, about your ancestors, about your lineage is about to just increase. And let's see what would that be. 8th house. Okay, so the 8th house is all about inheritance, occult mysticism, your legacy. So either you're going to carry forward the legacy of your ancestors that they have left behind, or you will do something and leave a legacy that your future generation will get benefit from. Okay, your family will get benefit from your work. It could be from your spiritual work, that okay, your ancestor did something about astrology or science or whatever, and now you're carrying that forward. You're writing a book about that and you are marketing that internationally and you're making money with that. Or it could be that your family had business or properties, lands, and you are managing that in a way that it increases your wealth. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have the Jupiter, abundance. That means Jupiter is all about expansion, and if it is in places like the 4th house, 8th house, or any other Artha houses like the 6th or 11th house, that means you're going to get a lot of wealth, money, and it is only going to increase exponentially. So definitely what I see from here is all the money, properties, assets, wisdom, social status that you get from your family, from your lineage, you manage it in a way that it increases. It brings more abundance. That is your purpose in this life. Now let's see the other cards. here we have the growth. You see the roots are going deep and spreading the roots even deeper. And you also see the branches, the leaves are also growing and expanding. That means growth and prosperity both under the earth and also above the earth. So that means your everything that you took from your inheritance, you're managing that and growing that, expanding that even more. Let's see the next card we have here. We have the service. You see this child is taking care of the old parent or grandparent, and the other deceased loved ones are watching them over from the astral plane. That means you're going to be at service of your older family members. Your ancestors won that from you, and they'll feel very happy and proud that you stepped in and took the responsibility, because it looks like you're a very young child, or you're the only child in the family. You don't have any older siblings or someone responsible enough to take care of them, but you're doing that, you're stepping in. So being at service to the senior family members, both in terms of like health, finances, making important financial decisions, would be your life purpose. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have completion. So as you can see that someone has died, and these people are watching this person from the astral realm. So you're going to accomplish something that your ancestors could not finish, right? Probably they had started a business or started a project. A lot of people, it happens that they start a project by like building a hospital or building a school, or doing something like making a big house for all the family members and extended families in a village area or a small town or the big city. But before they complete that project, they die. So I guess you are going to complete what they could not complete, and this is what your ancestors want from you. This is what they want you to do. Now let's look at the other card. We have roots again. So definitely your life purpose is all about maintaining your family status, your family values, your family's financial status, growing your family business, maintaining all the wealth that you already have from your lineage, and also save for your future generation. Because if you just keep spending your money, your future generation will have nothing to spend. So be mindful about that, and spend in a way that your future generation can get the benefits of the 4th house and the 8th house. And yeah, just strengthening the roots of your family even deeper in the ground. Let's see what we have for the next card. Obedience. So as you see that this person, this young boy, have no other choice but to follow this direction. That means this young boy has the obligation to take care of his family business, family wealth, and manage it the best way possible. Because like I said before, it looks like you don't have any older sibling, or probably you have sisters, you are the only brother, probably you have other brothers, but you are the most responsible one, and they are all young, and you are the oldest one, but you are like 20 years old. So you have no other choice but to take care of the responsibilities of your family from a very early age. Now let's see what we have for the other cards. We have the money, and it reflects the number of 8. That means 8 is the number of infinity, abundance, also stability, because your money, I mean, I guess your second, fourth, and eighth house have earth house, like the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because when you have those signs in your 2, 4, and eighth house, that means you're going to have a lot of fixed assets, like the generational assets, old money, and you could be in a situation where um, you have a lot of money and it's just never ending. There's just no limit to it. There's money everywhere. Money is just coming to you everywhere, and you might feel overwhelmed, like, oh my god, where I'm going to keep all this money. But don't worry, it is your destiny to manage this huge amount of money and wealth. You might feel overwhelmed, this might be challenging, but this is a purpose of life, to learn and to understand how to manage this big amount of wealth in your family. Let's look at the next card. So we have, it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. So alright, this card talks about taking action, because the Aries sign is all about taking action very quickly. It's a horse, very fire sign element. So if you see someone dying in your family, or probably has already died, so it's time for you to take up the responsibilities very quickly, because probably they are in their deathbed, telling you that, okay, these are my properties, I make the will this way, and you go talk to a lawyer. He will help you maintain it in a certain way. You have to do things, and we have to quickly learn it and do it. I know it will be very much tough for you to take up all this responsibility when you are at a very young age, but understand that it is your life purpose to do that. So you don't have any other option but to do that. So even though it will be overwhelming, you can go to a life coach, a motivational speaker, or a therapist, in order for you to get through that grief and this challenging time very easily, and with a lot more comfort and ease. You can also talk to me for energy healing. I'll help you heal your grief of your loved ones. But understand, it's time for you to take action, no matter how overwhelming you feel about the situation. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have Hold Your Vision, Fixed Moon. Okay, so the moon is all about our intelligence, our thinking, our imagination, our futuristic vision. So the spirit is telling you, hold your vision, because you might be in an overwhelming situation where things are changing very drastically in your life. Someone died, or is just about to die. You are alone, you don't have any sibling or other family members to help you out. It's important for you to hold your vision. When you will have a fixed target, it will be easy for you to hit the target and to achieve your target. So the spirit is telling you, don't feel overwhelmed. If you do, you can ground yourself, take help from others, and hold your vision and take action to manifest your target. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have Prosperity Lies Ahead, New Moon in Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign, so prosperity lies ahead. So you might feel that, okay, I'm so young, how can I achieve all these things? How can I manage the money and all that? Don't worry, you just keep doing what you're doing, and this prosperity is going to come to you. Don't worry about that. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have the Sun card here. Great. So it says, it talks about infinite abundance, all the success, a lot of Leo energy, Sun energy. It talks about success. It talks about victory. Let's put it right here. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have the Knight of Wands. Again, taking action. Definitely you are dressed in armor, have your weapon ready, pretty much charged up to take action, whatever it requires you to do to manage this big amount of wealth. Do it, and do it very quickly. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have Four of Wands. That means accomplishment, homecoming, security, safety, stability. So I guess what you're doing right now, taking action to bring stability in your life, in your family, in your lineage, or taking action to maintain the abundance that you already have. Because if you don't maintain your things, you will spend like a maniac, and you will see that you have run out of all your money, and you'll end up as a homeless man. Okay, let's see what we have for the next card. We have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is all about balancing. I think you already know what you are born to do in this life, managing money, but I guess time to time you might feel overwhelmed on how to manage the money the best way, the optimum way. So I guess I see you juggling with the Two Pentacles, but don't worry. You will learn your lessons in the right time, probably a bit difficult way because you're too young, but don't worry about that. You gradually will learn how to take care of your family's social status, your family's wealth, and also take care of yourself in the process, because it might happen that you might run into toxic people, the lawyers that will give you wrong advices, the investors, the investment planners that will give you the wrong advices. But you will at a point learn to do things the best way and your way. And that was all from me from today. Hello, group number 2. This is a reading. Let's try to find out what your life purpose is in this lifetime. Let's start with the first card. We have the 12th house. That means astrologically 12th house is the natural house of Pisces, and it is the last house of the all 12 zodiac signs. It is the house of moksha, nirvana from the cycle of reincarnation, moksha from this 3D plane, moksha from pain, karmic soul contracts, energetic entanglements with money, with fame, with all these materialistic things, moksha from all those things. 12th house deals with solitude, isolation, subconscious brain, astral projection, sleep cycle, other dimension, the astral realm, interaction with the spiritual beings. On the other hand, it also signifies jails, asylums, all those places. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have Void of Course Moon. Okay. So when you will go through this 12th house significance, whether when we're going through the detachment from the materialistic things, like suddenly you are in a university, but you'll feel like there's no meaning for me to study more. I would want to go for a spiritual journey and learn about spirituality and channeling, psychic abilities, all of that. You might be in a career or a business, and in the middle of that you'll feel like, man, I don't want to do it anymore. I would want to live like as a spiritual person, and would not run behind money and fame, would just live my life as a simple spiritual person. But while you will be doing that, you will go through a lot of the void phase. Spiritually, when people go through spiritual awakening, they go through many phases, like the dark night of the soul, the void phase, the spiritual depression, a lot of that things. So I think in order for you, a lot of the times people have this void phase for like a few months, but for other people they have it for like 10 years. But in your case, the void phase is something that you will experience for a lot of times. It could last for like a few years, because understand that it's not easy to let go of these things, like our attachment to food, non-veg food, smoking, drinking, alcohol, shopping, luxurious car, status, and all of that. When you, for a lot of the years, you'll feel like, okay, I'm not feeling comfortable in that illusion of the world. you will procrastinate to let go of it. And then when you will let go of it, one by one, you'll feel like, okay, now what am I? Without this ego, without this physical body, without this name, without my ethnicity, what am I? So that void phase will continue in your life for quite a lot of years. I'll have to see your astrological chart to define that timing very precisely. It could be that in your life you will go through a Ketu Mahadasha or the 12th house Mahadasha. It lasts for like usually 7 years in people's life, but it changes people forever. Imagine a 20-year-old person having Ketu Mahadasha running. That person will be very spiritual, and you see nowadays a lot of these young people, from their childhood they start to show their psychic abilities, multidimensional awareness, their ability to channel and interact with other dimensional beings. I think especially in this generation, people are having a spiritual awakening a lot more than their previous generations, and quite an early ages compared to the previous generation. The next card we have is the card of water element, sensing. So it could be a dominant clairsentient person, you could be an empath or an HSP, highly sensitive people. You could have overactivated heart chakra. It might be difficult for you to go out and do things like other normal people. You might feel uncomfortable to go to the gym or in these public places like shopping malls and salons and parlors, because you might, when you come back home, you might feel the cords attached to your body, and because you feel other people's emotion in your body, it's quite difficult for you to let go of them. If you have this problem, you can email me to book an energy healing session. I'll heal your heart chakra and balance it so you will not feel drowned in your own emotion and have your psychic abilities, but not feel overwhelmed by that. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have the card of Scorpio. I transform. So again, the sign Scorpio is the natural sign of the 8th house, and probably you have your Scorpio in your 8th house or Scorpio in your 12th house. So Scorpio is all about painful transformation. It's not easy. So I guess your soul has chosen to go through a very painful spiritual transformation where you have to let go of your materialistic things, embrace spirituality 100%, and also be aligned with your intuition. That is your purpose in life. Let's see what we have for the next cards. We have mysticism. So as you see that this person is disguised in this very long cloth, hiding herself, because you might be from a culture or a society where the practice of spirituality is not welcomed in a positive way. They might feel that you are what, a magician. Anyway, so I guess for a lot of reasons you practice your spirituality in a very secretive way. 8th house and 12th house also signifies secrecy, and this card reinforces that message. So you are going to practice your spirituality very secretively. Let's talk about the other cards right now. We have instinct. So as you can see that this thing is shape-shifting in and changing itself into either bigger or smaller or something else, like a lion or a dog or a fox, because according to the time and situation, it's important for you to take a particular shape or mask yourself, because in order to protect yourself, because you understand the society that you live in is not so welcoming about your spiritual practices. Oh, by the way, do you have shape-shifting ability? Like, I'm pretty sure that you have your psychic abilities, but what about shape-shifting? Do you have that? Comment down below and tell me about this. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have enlightenment. That means you are going to, the wisdom that you are seeking right now, you will get that. in this life. Probably in your other life you searched for it and you didn't get that. That's why you're born again, to search for it. And in this lifetime it is confirmed that you will get the enlightenment, the final enlightenment, the ultimate connection with the source, all the spiritual wisdom, the liberation from this 3D plane, all these materialistic things. You'll get the moksha, the nirvana. Now I'll have to see your astrological chart as well. Like, what planet do you have in your 12th house? Is it Rahu, or is it Ketu, or is it Moon, or is it Mars? I'll have to see that for a more accurate reading. Anyways, let's see the next card. We have the flying. Okay, as you can see that this boy is awake and his bed is just flying, defying the gravity. It gives me the message of astral projection. So you could be someone who knows how to do astral projection. Probably you had it without even trying that. A lot of people are born with a certain kind of psychic abilities. Probably you're born with this particular astral projection ability, because we all astral project. When we go to sleep, we connect with the source and we go to different places, but we don't realize that. But you have all the realization. You are very much connected to the astral realm, and you're especially 12th house is also your bedroom, your bed. So I think you have interaction with spirits, other dimensional beings, your bed. There's a lot of spiritual activities that happens in here. Although when you go to sleep and you go to the other dimension, you remember everything when you wake up. That okay, which of the beings that you interacted with, what did you do, where you went, how the other dimension looks like, the fourth dimension. This is where we go to when we fall asleep. We are quite aware of that. So let me know in the comment section about your astral projection experience. Let's see what we have for the other card. We have exceptionality. Again, you see this man is defying gravity and almost like floating in the air, and the people are just watching him and being surprised. I'm pretty much sure you have astral projection ability, or someone who can you know how some people, they claim that I can defy gravity and float in the air, either in a sitting position or in a floating position like this. You have that, and you are a child who have this psychic abilities from the childhood, and probably your parents know it, and they feel quite worried for you. An exception, definitely you are quite exceptional compared to the other kids of your age, and you knew it from your childhood that your life purpose is not about going to party and earning a lot of wealth, getting famous. Your life purpose is to gain the spiritual wisdom and to embrace your spirituality 100%. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have the loneliness. Oh, it denotes to the number 28. That means 1. Definitely. So I see that there are people around you, but you don't feel like they're off your standard. That's why you don't interact with them. You're looking through the binocular in the horizon to see like who could be your spiritual soul family who understands you. Because I understand that because you're quite exceptional, you're different from others. You have abilities that you see and hear things that other people can't. So it's quite overwhelming for you to exist in this 3D plane and to live life as an ordinary person. You are not. You are extraordinary person. So I guess you are a kind of a loner who just grew up without any friends, and just even in your adulthood you could be quite a loner. Just your life is all about your parents and your siblings, your close family and friends. Probably you could be just one of these people who have only 3-4 people that you can count on in your life. Let me know in the comment section if that's true. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have work through your fears. That new moon is in a Scorpio, definitely. Double the Scorpio we got in this group. Scorpio is all about painful transformation, and the 8th and the 12th house also signifies fear, the fear of the unknown. See, a lot of the times spiritual realm could be dangerous for us, because there are beings that have our best interest. There are also beings they don't have our best interest. So be careful about who you interact with in the spiritual realm. And definitely someone who never has been into the other dimension, something that's unfamiliar to us would always be quite fearful, because we always feel comfortable with the things that are known. We don't feel comfortable with the things that are unknown, right? So I guess there are so many spiritual teachers, channel or psychics, mediums. You can take training from them, and work through your fear and embrace your spirituality 100%. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. So it could be a Pisces sun, moon, or rising, or you could have your Rahu in Pisces. So in this life, it is your learning that you need to balance between spirituality and practicality, because understand that you are having this spiritual experience when you are in this physical body, in this physical plane. So you need to maintain your physical body through solid food, through a balanced lifestyle, like good habits like sleeping on time, getting yourself rest, doing everything in moderation, also earning money. You will definitely, because of your spiritual inclination, will let go of the greed of the money. But again, understand that you need some money to be able to pay the bills, and to be able to pay for internet, or even if you want to go for the spiritual retreats and trainings, you need money for that, right? Okay, so let's see what we have with the next card. We have surrender to the divine. So it talks about full moon. Definitely your moon is your mind, your intuition. Surrender to the divine, and the divine will take care of you. Don't worry, the divine takes care of all of us. You just surrender to it. And let's see what we have for the next cards. We have, so here we have the card of the balance, temperance, the hermit, and 9 of cups. That means, okay, so this card is all about temperance, bringing balance in your spiritual life and materialistic life. Balance, see, so you're continuously balancing between your both materialistic things and spiritual things. Keep doing that. And while you're doing that, I see that you are in the hermit mode. You're just doing everything by yourself. Even in your adulthood, you're quite alone. You don't have any companion. So if you have that, you can do some law of attraction, manifestation rituals to manifest your soul tribe to assist you in the process. You can manifest a good spiritual teacher, a lot of spiritual friends, so you wouldn't feel alone in that journey. And I see the 9 of cups here. You see the man is so comfortable with all his achievements back. That means that even if you feel uncomfortable and imbalanced in the beginning, but there will be a time in your life when you will feel quite balanced in your spiritual practice. And let's see what we have for the next card. Is the moon card. The card of secret and the revelation of secret. So I see that you might be waiting for, okay, when I'll come out as a spiritual person and tell the world and reveal myself as a spiritual person. Or is it that I'll keep my spiritual practice secret for the entire life? Because I see that you just don't feel safe in your culture, in your country, or probably you think that there are so many spiritual teachers in this world right now. I'll just rather keep my gift to myself and just be by myself, because I don't feel comfortable with people. So what you will do with your spiritual wisdom depends on you. Whether will you share that with the world or keep it to yourself depends on you. Let me know in the comment section what you're going to do about that. And that was it from me for group number 2. If you need personal reading, you can email me to book a session. Hello group number 3. So this is a reading. Let's try to find out what is your life purpose in this lifetime. So the first card we have for you is the 10th house, the world. So as you know, astrologically, the 10th house is all about your career, your fame, your status, what kind of a status your career has, your family has, you have, through your money, through your work, through your career, through what you do, through your interaction with the society, with people. The 10th house is the world outside, let me tell you what the 10th house is. The 10th house is the TV, the newspaper. Um, this is what people know us from. Like, if people tell me what your 10th house is, it's your social status. And you get the status via your career, your money, what you do. Okay. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have the card Leo, I will. Probably you have the sign Leo in your 10th house. Or you could be a Leo sun, moon, or rising. So that means that you could be someone very ambitious, very fire element, very masculine energy, very influential people, very charismatic. I see a very strong solar plexus person in this. So group number 3, you could be someone very creative, very influential, you have the natural leadership quality. People just follow you wherever you go. Let's see what we have for next. We have the fire element, desire. Great. So you have Leo, fire element, 10th house. Let's see what we have next. We have Virgo, analyze. Well, so you could be a Virgo sun, moon, or rising, or you could have Virgo in your 10th house. Either way, I guess Virgo and Leo people are very ambitious. And they are kind of people, they cannot just work under someone's supervision. They are like the born entrepreneurs. They are very independent soul. They have great vision of the future. They are the great achievers. Let's see what we have for the next cards. So the next card we have creation. Oh, so the Leo is all about creating something, right? So what kind of creation are you inclined towards in this lifetime? Let's try to find out. Okay. Oh, the card is workaholic, and I see this person is doing painting. So it could be that your creation is all about art. You could be an artist, you could be a painter, or you could be a musician or an actor or a graphic designer. You could be an art designer, like the set designer, fashion designer, any kind of thing, like makeup artist. You know how people do all these things, like makeover for celebrities, for people, or could be one of those costume designers who design dresses for the cosplays, for the Halloween, all these things. I see something related to fashion and styling, designing, or I think creating art in general, something that has to do with a lot of colors. Like, it also reminds me of those video editors, you know, how they do the color corrections. Beautiful. I mean, but yeah, definitely you work in the creative industry, could be the entertainment industry. So what kind of art do you create? Let's see if we have that in the card. So the next card we have is rejection. Oh, so I see this painter is doing painting, but he's also scared that when the people will see my painting, they might reject me or criticize me or judge me. They might reject me to put up this, to include these paintings in the exhibition, to even to the websites. Like, I might not be selected to put up my art on the websites like Etsy or some of these art selling websites. Or it could be that early in your life you got rejected by a lot of people. What your rejection has made you to do. So let's see the next card. We have music. Oh, beautiful. So it could be that you're a music video director. You know how for making the music video, they first make the sketching, like the story graph. Man, my brain right now, I'm too tired. Okay, the story graph that they make before the video. Okay, so we have, oh, you could be a filmmaker as well, like the movie director or the filmmaker. And this one talks about music, so could be a music producer, sound engineer. You could be someone music video director, or maybe you have production house. You're not the director yourself, but you have this production house where you have all these facilities, all these cameras, lights and stuff, so that other people can come in and shoot music videos. But something is related to music, so you could be a musician, or probably you have multiple skills, because a lot of the Leo people that I have seen, that they are talented in multiple fields. You know how you'll see some of the celebrities in your country, they started as musicians, but they also ended up directing their own music video. Then they became like film directors. Then they also started doing acting. Then they started their production house, and they also, like, yeah, they explore themselves in so many ways. And you people are multi-talented. It is quite evident. I have seen it many times in my life. So if you are one of those people who have these multiple abilities, and who just love the process of creating things and expressing yourself through different forms of arts, let me know in the comment section. What do you do? Do you do all of these things, or few of these things, or one of these things? Let's see what we have next. We have art, definitely. You see this, you make paintings so realistic that the observer is watching, it feels like, oh, it's the real ocean, the waves are real. You know how I see this realistic um, paintings online, it looks very real. It looks, the face, those living beings are quite real. It looks like a real photograph. It doesn't look like a painted picture. Let's see what we have next. We have mountain. Oh, so I guess in order to create your art, you are ready to climb up the mountain, from the bottom of the mountain to the top of the mountain. So it looks like it's going to be quite a bit of a hard work, probably because I've seen this in a lot of countries, that there are no one is making good films. So you could start a production house and start doing everything by yourself. Like, you have the production house, you become the director, you also becoming the editor, you be the script writer, and you are just doing a lot of things to build an industry, doing a lot of hardship. And because there's no one, you don't have a lot of competitor in this industry, so people just recognize you as the one and only achiever in this industry. All right, so let's see what we have next. We have, oh, your dreams need a practical plan. Okay, so you have this dream to climb up the mountain and do all this work. What you need in your life is, your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign. That means all the visions and images that you get from your crown and third eye chakra, intuitive channeling. You could have your balanced lower chakras, root, sacral, and solar plexus, so you can manifest your plan and take action and do everything very perfectly, because you have so many things to do. It's not easy. It's the mountain that you're going to climb. So have a plan for that. Let's see what we have next. We have confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. That means, see, you had the rejection card. So many times you do feel that, okay, am I good enough in my work? Is my art meaningful? Will people like me or not? You have that insecurity. But I guess Spirit is telling you confidence is your key to success, because it is quite evident that you have a lot of creative energy. They are good. You just need to have a plan to produce your art properly, to market it, to sell it properly. Because you might make a movie, but how are you going to make people to buy the tickets and to show, to come to the premiere to watch that? Because a lot of people, they will just illegally would want to download that from the internet, So I think you need to have a good practical strategy to success. Success means money. Success also means creating your art. But again, I'll ask you, what is success means to you? Is it earning money, or is it just creating your art? Would you want to just create your art and keep it to yourself, or would you want to share that with the world and try to earn money for it? Let's try to see what we have for the next. Next we have is show the world the real you. Okay. Full moon and Aquarius. Aquarius is a sign, it's an air element, it's all about sharing. So it could be that you become viral on internet, you become this internet sensation, you just become viral on the internet. Very probably your song is popular, or your movie, or one video or one post, something just gets very much viral, and you get a lot of loyal fan following base. And the main purpose of your life is creating art and also show it to the world, the real you, because you are not a kind of person who will be happy in a 9 to 5 job. You are a born artist, and it is your purpose to show your art to the world. So you have this 7 of Cups. That means you have a lot of ambition related to your dreams. Definitely you want to climb up the mountain, you want to manifest a lot of things, you want to create a lot of things, explore your artistic things in so many ways. How will you manifest those things? Let's try to figure that out. You have the 8 of Pentacles. That means you're very consistent about doing your work. Definitely you have a lot of plans, and you're working to manifest your plans, and very consistent about that. So this is also your life lesson, to be consistent in manifesting your plans. That will help you to achieve your dreams. And we have the Emperor card. That tells me that again it's a very Leo energy. So I'm guessing that you could be Aries or Sagittarius as well, but prominently I feel that you could be a dominant Leo sign energy. We got the 3 cards that confirms that you are a Leo person. So I see that you are sitting on a throne, very much empowered. You have the crown, you have this Ankh. So, right, you have all the achievements. I think your art will help you to get recognition in the society. 10th house. Remember, 10th house is all about social status. Your art is something that will help you shine bright like the sun in the society. People will see you as a celebrity. People will know you as a popular person. That is your life purpose, and you are born to do that. You're born to become a celebrity, successful one. It reminds me of the person like Michael Jackson, because he was so talented. He was a musician, he was a dancer, he could write and compose, and he was a very good businessman as well, because he knew how to market his music. He was a very good businessman. So I think Virgo talks about that analyzing ability, that how much your art can generate money. It's very difficult that you just make something with a heart and you have to put a price tag on it. I know it's difficult, but in today's world, you have to do that. In order to be a successful celebrity through your art, you need to have that Virgo kind of a mindset. Let's go and see what we have for the next card. We have the Magician card. Again, you are a very charismatic person. You can connect with people very easily. You can influence people. People will like you when you interact with them. You're just okay, and you need to do some energy alignment as well, because when you bring the 4 elements all together, so when you are doing a lot of the work, creating your art, producing it, and trying to sell that, trying to connect with people, trying to earn money and also manage your money, reinvest your money to make more art, then you need to align this energy, so that every action that you take, you will give you the most beneficial result. So that was it from me for group number 3. I hope you enjoyed today's reading, and if you need personal reading, you can email me to book a session. Hello, group number 4. So this is a reading. Let's try to find out what your life purpose is. So the first card that we have is the sixth house. That means routine. So sixth house talks about debt, loan, health issues, also recovery, our vitality, our daily lifestyle, our official job, our work, everything that we do in our day-to-day life. So it talks about mainly routine. So let's see that exactly what about your sixth house is your life purpose. So the next card we have is Chiron, healing. So I guess that something is in your health that you need to heal from, and that healing is something your life purpose. So eighth house is also the house of transformation. It could be that your eighth house is also very active. You have planets in your sixth and eighth house. Eighth house is about recovery and transformation. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have earth element, stability. Yes, so you need healing, you need routine, and you need stability. More earth element. Probably you have more air element activated within your system, but you need more earth element, stability, and good health. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have Libra, eye balance. So it could be a Libra sun, moon, or rising, or you could be, see, the sign Libra is all about imbalance, because I've seen a lot of people, Libra people, the purpose of their life is bringing balance, whether it's money, career, relationship, or any other thing. So Libra people always struggle to find balance in their life. So your purpose in this life is about getting balance, about your health, and about your healing, and bring more stability in your life. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have renewal. Oh, so I see this woman is meditating, connecting with the nature, trying to grow something, right? So probably you have issues related to reproductive organ. Eighth house is the reproductive organ. Sixth house is about problems related to fertility, or problem related to your menstruation cycle, or any kind of health related issues related to your reproductive organ. And it could be a chronic illness, because eighth house talks about chronic illness. And I see you're trying to gain your vitality, the balance of your health in a natural way, um, in a spiritual way. Not, I wouldn't say spiritual way, but more natural way, because you're connecting to the nature here. So I think a lot of women, what they do is they be on these contraceptives. That is a reason why they have problems with the reproductive organ. They have problems with the reproductive organs. They have issues like irregular menstruation cycles, painful cramps, and infertility, depression, not feeling orgasm at all, and a lot of other things like lower back pain, joint pain, migraine, a lot of things. I think when someone gets this contraceptive pills for a very long time, they have a lot of side effects. So I see that at a point in your life, you will just let go of all these contraceptive pills and methods. You will just let your body regulate and operate as a normal, natural thing, and let your body rejuvenate in a very natural way. This is what I see for you guys. Let me know in the comment section if it resonates with you or not. Again, what we see here is recovery. So in this lifetime, you're trying to find the key to your healing. So it could be spiritual healing, energy healing, or any other medical healing, but you are going to find that key to your healing, and that it is your life purpose. And because I see this card is related to the root chakra, so I strongly feel that you are a woman or a man who has root chakra related problem. If you have that, you can see my video about what happens when a root chakra is imbalanced or blocked up, and how to heal the root chakra. I have that video in my playlist. And if you need energy healing to clear up your root chakra, you can email me to book a session. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have, again, balance. So I see that the doctor is trying to create balance in this. Oh, yes, it does. 2 women, 1 man. Okay. So probably your doctor advised you that, okay, if you try to have a child at this age with this health situation, you might have complications. So you go for a surrogate mother, or you go for, you're already pregnant, but it's difficult for you, dangerous for you to give birth to this child and go through pregnancy. So you should transfer this embryo to a surrogate mother. But you guys look like you're not really happy with what doctors have to say. But it could be for other reasons as well. Probably your doctor is suggesting you a kind of a medication or a treatment that you feel that it's not appropriate for us. It's giving me more difficulties, more challenges, more suffering. Probably you would want to have balance in your life in a natural way, in a spiritual way, or any other way, probably through allopathy or through yoga or anything else. You know how I have seen that you go for this plant medicine and herbs, and these plants and herbs have so much of these medicinal properties. They can cure so many of these complicated diseases that these traditional medicines cannot. So try and explore with your options, and what other options that you have, so you can bring balance in your health, find the recovery that you want. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have bugs. Oh, okay. So I see that this person has bugs on him, and other people are just looking at him from a distance. Okay, so you could have a disease that could be very, very infectious, or something like it's consuming you. Okay, it could be cancer, it could be any kind of STD, because I see that it's related to the root chakra. It could be something, because STDs like AIDS, it breaks your immune system, so you attack more of these normal diseases like cold, infections, fever, pneumonia, these kind of things, and your immune system just becomes weaker. It could be that you got this disease transmitted to you through your partner, through the root chakra, through the reproductive organ, and now you're trying to find the recovery. It could be that your family has suffered from reproductive organ related cancer, tumor, or any other reproductive organ related diseases that has been transferred to you in this generation as well. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to find healing, not through the medical advices, but in any other way, alternate way. Let's go and see the next cards we have. We have shouting. Okay, so it could be that that disease has already also given you depression or mental illness as well, because when someone has chronic illness, they develop the depression as well, because someone who probably recovered from cancer, but they have the trauma from that disease. So it's important for you to talk about it, to break the stigma about all these chronic illnesses. Probably you feel it's a bit awkward because it's related to your reproductive organ and root chakra, but it's important to talk about it so people would know about it. I think back in the days, women even didn't go to the hospitals to give birth to the children, but now they do go to the hospital. It's not a taboo anymore. It's not a shameful thing anymore to go to hospital and get your child delivered either through a male doctor or a female doctor. It's not a problem anymore. So even if you have any kind of strange, awkward diseases, even if it's like AIDS or any other STD, talk about it. By talking about it, you can find the healing that you desire. By talking to other doctors, you can make them do research about this particular diseases, come up with a better medicine. So it's important for you to talk about it. It's important for you in your life to talk about it, to spread the news. So that's how you can connect with the other patients of the similar disease, and together you can find healing for yourself. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have fighting. Yes, you are fighting with this disease. The disease that is somehow given to you very intentionally, either by your previous partner or from your family members. You got this disease somehow, now you're fighting against that. And fighting with your disease becomes part of your life, your 6th and the 8th house. Disease, recovery, and healing. Let's see what we have for the next card. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio again. Scorpio is all about transformation. It's time to release negativity, because I told you that probably you have developed mental illness, depression, anxiety, phobias because of that. I remember Avril Lavigne had a disease. I forgot the name of the disease, but because of that she had to take a long break, and she had lost a lot of friends. She also developed anxiety, depression during that time. So it's time to release that negativity so you can move forward in your life, and you can find healing and heal yourself the graceful way. You don't have to suffer in silence. You can talk about it, and you can heal with others and share that with the world. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have a time for healing. Definitely, healing is your life purpose. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have, what do you need to release? Okay. So I told you that you need to release this mask. You need to break the silence. You need to talk about it. And people, have you seen that how people talk about mental illness, things like ADD, ADHD, autism, all those things very publicly, very boldly in the social media right now? I mean, a lot of them have become influencers that way. Like, I have seen people, they have depression and they're going through a depressive episode, rather than keeping it to themselves, they talk about that in public forums. So what do you need to release? Release the pain that you received from others, your generations, or your partner, or from anywhere. Talk about it. All the mental health things also that you absorbed, release that right now. Let's see what we have for the next card. Again, the wish card. This card also talks about balance, balancing your spirituality or mental peace, or balancing your physical body, your materialistic life. Your wish about bringing balance in your health will come true in this lifetime. You will be able to find the healing that you desire. Let's see what we have with the next card. We have death card. Death card is all about ending and new beginning. So I'm pretty much confirmed that in this lifetime you will end this disease. Probably your lineage has been having this disease for like generations after. Like, you know how some people, some families have this weird unexplainable diseases like blood transfusion, or any kind of genetic deformity, or any kind of mental health issue, any kind of physical health issue, or cancer, things like that. With you are going to end this cycle, so your future generation will not have that disease. It will end with you. You'll find the solution. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have a strength card. So you see how this woman is taming the white lion. Definitely you will tame, or you will control this wide, unknown, dangerous disease. You will do that. Again, I see the number 8, transformation, Scorpio. Again, beautiful. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have, okay, so I see that you have a target to achieve, but you are